Brad from Pro Wrestling Junkies, and today we're all blessed, all of us, because our guest hails from what is known as the greatest city in the entire world. Of course, I'm talking about Chicago, Illinois, my hometown. He trained at Wrestle League School starting back in 2018, but prior to that, he was a championship pro lacrosse goalie in Niagara and in Chicago. He wrestles for Wrestle League, IPW, where he was their alternative champion, Kaiju, Rocket Pro Wrestling, Chicagoland Championship Wrestling, where on October 3rd, he'll be appearing in their debut TV taping of Saturday Night Grapple Masters, and he'll be going up against Zeke Kicko. I'd like to welcome the most feared man out of the Southside, the Ewokk. Hey, what's going on?
It's good, man. It's going, bro.
Did I get stuff right?
Yeah, you got everything right. You got stuff from way back when I was almost like a 20-year-old.
Yeah. So before we get into it, how was did you go to the Black Wrestlers Matter event?
Yeah, actually, I wrestled in the Battle Royal, but
that's what I was going to ask you. The Rumble.
I wrestled in the Battle Royal, but I was brought there to be a commentator.
Oh wow! How did that come about?
I guess like people like see my promos, and the promoter saw how John West, by the way.
Okay.
Shouts out, hat tip to Mr. John West. The way I like throw my promos out, and I'm just very out there and entertaining.
Yeah.
And he just like, you know what? I know you've probably never done commentating before, but I'm gonna throw you on. And I was kind of nervous, but like it worked out. People like it, like the commentating, like people said, like the commentating was like one of the best parts of that show.
It was smooth, no dead air.
It was fun.
So you have experience as a rapper too, is correct?
Yes, sir. I've traveled legit all around the world except for Japan. Japan was coming this year.
Well,
but it, obviously it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
I've been, Puerto Rico, all around Europe, UK. I was trying to go to Mexico, but things come to a halt. But yeah, I had a very, very, very established hip hop career.
So like when you were cutting a promo, at this, now you're not like intimidated speaking in front of a crowd and stuff. Has that helped?
Like me rapping is just like I kind of like for me rapping, even with a crowd or without a crowd,
Mm-hmm.
like if it's time for me to turn that performance bug on, and like I black out, dude, like for real, like it's like out of body, bro, like like sometimes when you're like out of body experience, you kind of see yourself doing that thing, and you're like you're a fan watching yourself.
Yeah,
like,
you float over and can see yourself.
Yeah, like that's how I feel all the time, bro.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Like it's just like wrestling and hip hop. You're still on the stage performing.
Yeah,
you're performing in front of fans. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're just like you know what I mean? Like if you have no charisma,
mm-hmm.
people ain't gonna dig your product. They're not gonna dig your business. You know what I mean? They're not gonna listen to your music. You know what I'm saying? Like the live product, like people gravitate towards that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. And then it comes off. I was watching some of your stuff on YouTube, and it comes off so smooth, and natural. So you started back when you were. Let's go back a little bit. You started wrestling initially when you were 18.
When I was 18, right out of high school,
Okay.
I went to Windy City Pro Wrestling.
Okay.
And I trained there for at least like 9 months, almost a year. But I was like super immature.
Okay.
I was a jerk. Like I was a typical 18-year-old. Like
Yeah.
not all 18-year-old wrestlers are bad when they get into business, but I had that chip on my shoulder. Like I thought I was good at everything,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't. I was very stubborn. And like I grew a lot of enemies.
Yeah, I was going to say, were the trainers like?
Yeah,
did they take that and give it back to you?
It wasn't so much the trainers.
Mm-hmm.
It was more of like the other wrestlers and the veterans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This kid talks too much, like whatever. And it's like me taking their, like me being 18 and taking their, like, hey, you gotta stop doing what you're doing, man. Me taking that to heart and me being offended by it,
Yeah, yeah.
it grew to situations, and then like I kind of had to take myself out of professional wrestling and then just go back to what I was really really good at, and that's lacrosse.
Oh, so you played that all in high school?
I played that like I played a little hockey when I was like a little kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Chicago public school at the time, the Blackhawks were not good. We were Chicago Wolves were just killing
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Like Chicago public schools didn't have like clubs, like hockey clubs. They didn't have hockey teams. So the closest thing to hockey was lacrosse for me.
Okay.
So I played lacrosse all through high school, college, semi-pro, senior A, pros. Like I did all that. You know what I mean? So like it was something that I really excelled in, like sport wise.
Oh, so what? So that took you to Niagara?
Yeah, the Lock Monsters.
Okay.
I started a couple games.
Uh-huh.
I was more of a backup goalie for that.
Okay.
And then I got drafted by the Chicago Outlaws a little bit after my tenure with the Loch Ness in Niagara.
Okay.
And like I've been with the Chicago Outlaws ever since.
Can you make a full-time living doing that? No.
No.
Can anyone?
Yes, they like people have like Paul Rabel. He owns the PLL. It's like it's a new lacrosse league.
Okay.
It's been out for like 2 years, but like you can make a living if you figure out how to make you a brand, make you a living. Like Gary Gate and his brother.
Okay.
They're like Michael Jordan. Like Gary Gate is Michael Jordan of box lacrosse.
Okay.
So like they make their own brands, and they kind of just blow up and excel. You know what I mean? It's just like there's teachers, firefighters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's more of a like I have love for this game and I'm playing it at the highest level.
Yeah, and you're lucky you get the opportunity to.
It's just like it's a very small group of people that make $1 million.
Yeah.
Across.
How often do you play?
I practice once a week, and we play every weekend. But now with COVID, we play with no fans.
Is that weird?
It's a little weird, but like I'm a little bit more tuned in and focused.
Okay. So like when you're playing lacrosse, like do you hear the crowd? Like do you hear the crowd at all? Like you would maybe in the ring?
When we used to play at the Sears Center, like I tuned.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like we're one of the oldest running box lacrosse teams in Illinois.
Okay, because that's a big venue.
Yeah, and like when we first started, before like I think TNA like probably like had like a Bound for Glory or something like that there.
Yeah.
Like a little bit before that, but like our home stadium was the Sears Center, and yeah, it's just like I kind of just tune everybody out when I'm in that. Same thing in wrestling. I kind of just get in that zone and just be the Ewokk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's be me. You know?
So you come back to Chicago, and then when do you get back into wrestling?
I was playing lacrosse for at least a good 10 years before I even like remotely thought about trying to get back in wrestling. I still was a huge wrestling fan.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, you still watch during that period?
I was still a huge wrestling fan, but like it got to a point where I was like, damn, I need to like really either get back into it or just become a mega fan or super fan. I don't know what happened. Like I started like my friend was like, yo, check this New Japan stuff out, and it's Katsuyori Shibata.
Okay.
I forgot who he was wrestling. I think it was I forgot who it was. It might have been Ishii.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And like they were just like punching each other, smacking each other, and like I just started getting into New Japan and then the little Kenny Omega Okada match. Like I kind of just started like growing my love for wrestling through like something that wasn't like WWE or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I kind of just like, you know what? I'm like my whole rap thing is wrestling oriented too. And my friend like pulled me aside like after a show. He was like, bro, like you come on stage with all these wrestling belts, like you have mad charisma. Why don't you you're athletic. Why don't you just wrestle again? And I did.
Oh, okay.
And like I hit up Wrestle League like one of my friends actually trained and is a wrestler at Wrestle League.
Okay.
And he was like, "Yo, why don't you just come and train, see how you like it, and just get back in wrestling?" And I did.
Okay.
And like, it's the greatest decision I've ever made. Like,
did you, when you came back, were you not, you kind of knew what to expect? Like, did you have to start with like bumps and run the ropes again?
Yeah, but like it didn't come second nature, but it was like, okay, I remember this. You know what I mean? So it was a way. It was fast to pick up and get back into, but it was very, very tough to like get the conditioning back and like not being sore after like the first couple of days. Like it was like, all right, cool, I'm back. Like the first day we did 1,000 squats, because like normally like their warm up is like 1,000. It's like very Japanese oriented. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say like Vern Gagne even.
Yeah, like it's you gotta have a little bit respect for what you're doing. So like we opened up with that, and that was my first day, and I was like, yo,
oh my god,
I don't think I'm cut out for this no more. But like I kept coming back.
And
like,
did you feel different? Like, you know, so after your first day or first week, you're like, all right, like I did this, and
yeah,
I feel
like,
than I did when I was, you know,
but
18.
my age, like me being 33, like it most definitely showed after that first week. Like I was sore, man. Like, but I fought through it, man. And they gave me opportunities, like little practice matches or like opening before shows, just like, you know. And it's
so
like
oh, go on. I apologize.
Oh, sorry. It's just like I just started just getting what like I picked up, like what I left where I left off at when I was 18.
So when did you have your first match?
I had my first match. Like I'm just gonna lay it out. Like my first match was not like a conventional first match. Hey, yeah, this is your first match on like June 27th.
Yeah.
I just walked in, and I guess a couple people couldn't make it in Chicago.
Okay.
And my trainer was like, "Hey, you want to wrestle a match today?" I'm not gonna say no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
you've
like,
been doing it for?
I was like, "Do you think I'm ready?" He was like, "I wouldn't ask you if I didn't think you were ready." And like it was one of those things where like one of those out of body experiences.
Yeah.
Like, you did really good for your first match back in the wrestling. Like that was the thing. And
could you have fun during the match, or were you like just thinking the whole time?
I was like legit thinking the whole time. Like,
okay.
I don't want to mess up. I don't want to like I don't like cripple this kid. You know what I mean? Like it was like a bunch of nerves, but I got through it. And then like from that first match, and next thing you know, you're having your 20th match.
Yeah.
That's how it was. You know what I mean? It was like, oh man, like a year and a half later, like I'm like 50 matches into my like wrestling career. You know, like
and has the coronavirus thing really thrown off that schedule, or are things starting to come up again?
Not like when it comes to like wrestling shows, no. But when it comes to when it comes to like me training, like nothing's really stopping us. Like the first like couple months, like where everything was closed.
Yeah.
That like I still had to like try to figure out a way to work out and do push-ups, sit-ups, all that junk. But like at my gym, Hybrid Martial Arts, shout out to them too.
Nice.
We have to take a test to train being
wow.
So it is like we want everybody to be safe.
Is it the one where it touches your brain? Like, do they do that one that like the swab that goes like all the way up?
Like everybody takes different tests. Like I took the swab and the mouth test. Some people took the nose test. I think
okay.
a blood test. But like I took the mouth test. So like we all have to like train. Like we all have to take tests before we even like step in there. Like every other week we have to like take a test. I think like
that's great.
Like, every 14 days we got to take a test.
Yeah, and it's not like it's invasive or anything. It takes 2 seconds to do. So what would you I hear you hear about paying dues. What do you what's your definition of the paying dues in your career so far?
Me personally, like paying dues, like just have respect, like show that you care, help out, like help your company. Like it's just like if you don't help your company, there's gonna be one person that does it all by himself, and that's the dude that's basically your boss that runs the company. So you gotta have respect for him. Do whatever he tells you to do. Uh, just listen to your veterans, man. It is
Yeah.
like I wouldn't say like paying your dues is like breaking down the ring,
Yeah,
putting up the
sweeping
ring.
up.
Like yeah, like everybody should do that. Like
Mm-hmm.
in lacrosse, we have that. We have our like rookies shag balls, like whatever. Like little knick-knack stuff like that. That's I wouldn't. It's being a rookie, but like I wouldn't necessarily saying paying your dues. I'm still paying my dues. I'm 2 years in.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I'm still learning. Like paying your dues is to me is like a learning experience. So like I'm still
Every
paying,
day, yeah.
yeah. Every day I get in the ring, I'm like I'm learning. I'm paying my dues. You know what I mean? It's just
Are
like,
you in pain? Not literally. I mean, like I'm saying, like generally, like are you always in pain?
no. I've got used to it. I legit got used to it. But like if I stopped for a while, like that first couple months, like when everything like stopped, I was like hurting.
Yeah, I bet.
But
Okay,
like,
so I have another question for you.
what's up, man?
Is it hard to have a relationship
Oh
when
no.
you're doing this? No?
Yes.
Oh, it is.
It's very,
Okay.
it's very hard. Another thing that kind of just like happened when I got back into wrestling, I was like in a very, I would say like semi-serious relationship,
Okay.
and like I was thinking about wrestling and trying to get back into wrestling, and then like I started training, and then we were together, and then like things started getting serious with me and her, and then things started getting serious with wrestling. And I kind of like something happened at a show where I didn't think was gonna get sold out. It was like our anniversary show, and I was
Okay.
like it's not gonna get sold out. Like I like just show up,
Okay.
and I didn't have a ticket for my girlfriend at the time.
Oh,
I didn't have
God.
a ticket for my girlfriend. It was sold out. She's calling me, but her not knowing that like my match is
Yeah.
going on right now. And like, it kind of just like I think that was like the straw that broke the camel's back. Like it's either me or wrestling type deal. And obviously I'm
Yeah,
here wrestling.
totally.
You know what I mean? And like so like I was a little heartbroken, but
Did you ever see, like, were you ever like in a match and then like you kind of glanced over and you saw her standing in the doorway watching you from a distance?
Nah, man. She was like when she did show up to something, like she
So now is it
was
even
like front row center, but unless like if I date somebody, like you got to know that like this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why a lot of wrestlers date each other, because like you already know what you're getting into.
Yeah, that
There's
makes
a lot
sense.
there's a lot of girls that aren't wrestling fans that like they do not know what they're getting into, and it's one of those things. It's like, yo, like I'm putting in the work. Either like so sometimes you just got to support what I do, because like wrestling is one of those demanding
Yeah.
sports, you know. So
Are you in normal times? Are you working every weekend shows?
yeah, like before COVID, yes.
Yeah, so you're traveling a ton.
It was mostly like Illinois. I was going up to Iowa. I was going
Yeah.
to Washington,
Oh wow.
California. I was gonna try to go to Canada, wrestle there, because I know some people like in that little area, Buffalo and all that stuff. So like I was trying to wrestle in front of like my friend was trying to get me like NFL like opening week is gonna be like this weekend or next weekend, something like that. He was gonna try to like get me to wrestle a show before the Buffalo Jets game.
Oh really?
But like that obviously.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it's not like it's one of those things, but I just train and get better. Like
Yeah, that's what you, at least it's like you have the time now to do that, you know?
yeah.
All right. I don't want to, well, first on one other thing. I can't believe football season starts this weekend. It kind of just like snuck up without the preseason games.
I think it's gonna be amazing though. I think it's gonna be
I think it should be great. I think it's just what we need to get us through the next, 5-6 months.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna let you go soon so I don't get yelled at by my wife. But I'm gonna ask you 5 random, non-wrestling related questions.
All right.
Okay? And you can just say yes or no.
Oh, okay.
If you want to elaborate, you can, but okay.
All right.
Have you ever cried during any of the Rocky movies?
Oh, like, are we counting Creed too? Are we counting like
Through Creed 2, yeah.
All right. I cried at the end of Creed.
Oh, okay.
I cried at the end of Creed, but I cried at the beginning of Creed too. Like it was like, nah, my allergies, bro. My allergies.
Yeah, totally.
It was one of those.
I had to sit through the entire credits of Rocky 5 while everyone left because my mom couldn't stop sobbing. And it wasn't a sad movie. But...
Yeah. But
okay. $2,500.
Okay.
Would you let somebody, I don't know what the term is because about lacrosse, throw the ball at you unprotected?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I'm ignorant to. I don't know how
because it's happened before.
Oh, okay.
Oh
wow. Can you like break your shin if you take a direct hit?
Yeah, probably like my shins probably would like shatter.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because like, yeah.
Are there any foods?
There was a kid.
Go on.
Oh, there was a kid on my team, Zach Dorn. He 118 miles per hour. That was the fastest like shot ever.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, like, that's how. Yeah, and I took one to the face one time, like unprotected without a mask.
Oh, but was it during practice or something?
Yeah, it was during practice.
Oh God. Jeez. Did you have to go to the hospital?
Nah, I was lost too.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Are there any foods that frighten you?
I don't know, man. I love food. I don't like maybe like in like different like countries where they be eating like worms and all that stuff. Like,
okay.
Fear Factory, Joe Rogan. Like I would say like a chocolate covered tarantula or something like that.
Okay.
Like the exotic foods that scares me.
Me too. If my wife ever cheats on me, can I contact you to write a rap disparaging her?
Yeah, it depends, man. Like whatever you want, bro.
Okay.
Come on, I got you.
If I got you cheating, thank you. All right, that's good to know. I have that in my back pocket now. Have you, the last one, have you ever gone to McDonald's and ordered a cheeseburger but without meat?
Nah.
It happens. It's crazy.
I've been like, there's times where I've been given like a burger without meat. Like they just mess with me, or they think I'm being rude or something. Just give me like a plain burger with like cheese or something like that.
Yeah, I've seen it happen. I've seen people order it, and it's just really bizarre. But whatever. I'm sure I do a lot of weird things.
Yeah.
All right, it was awesome having you, and I hope maybe we can talk right after the show in October, the Chicago Championship show. I'm gonna be at that, and I'll say hi if I can. But definitely, let's talk again around that time.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, you stay well, stay healthy, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the 3rd.
Yes, sir.
All right. Take care.
All right, brother.